Hi and welcome back to my channel. I just realized that I didn't make an update for today, and there's a few things that I wanted to talk about. I tried to make a video earlier, but I didn't really like how it sounded, so I'm gonna try it again. And I'm not gonna forecast everything. I do think that Japan could receive activity. That's kind of on my list. I assume that the normal will be going. I mean, we might get more activity here. Papua New Guinea is a good place maybe to get a big one. The Indonesian, Malaysian, and let's see, in the Indonesian, Malaysian, and Philippines area could get something. I'm making this very brief. I really just wanted to talk about the USA right now. So, I said on Facebook that the western part of North America pretty much is receiving a lot of unusual energy, which it is. We just had a big 6.5 earthquake in this area yesterday, and it has had several aftershocks. As you can see, this is in Nevada. And very active aftershock sequence for that earthquake. So, you know, from here I would expect energy to go places. Of course, I think it's going to go over, but also it can go down, it can go upward, it could go to the California area. I'm not going to pinpoint just where, because I do expect it to kind of travel everywhere. Then we saw what number is this one? A 5.9 in Canada. And this energy, I assume, is going to come down. It's going to come down. It might come over and up again through California. But I do expect it to go down, over and up, down, over and out. Okay, so if that wasn't enough energy for North America already, Alaska is receiving some big energy. Specifically, oh wow, look, we have a little line. This must be a little fault that is going off. Let's see, a 3.8, 3.8, 3.7. They all seem about to be this 4.8. 4.8, 4.5, 4.9. So this energy, as always, you guys know this, it comes up and over using the Dutch Sins method to Alaska, through Alaska, down, and into California, and down along the North American Craton, or my line of trajectory, which I've talked about in other videos, which would be down through Utah back into California, up, and then down into Idaho. It did receive another larger one up here, up top, a little bit. When you get these up top, they seem to transfer down better. Then, I mean, these will transfer over, but it seems when you get them up top, they definitely transfer over a little bit better. And I think there's one kind of up top that was kind of bigger. Let's see if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. So far, those are only two. I swear I saw one that was up top. Maybe, or was it down? You know, it might have disappeared. I don't know. I haven't been up here. I haven't been on here for several hours, and so it might have just disappeared. I thought I saw one up top. I bet I did. I bet it's just a little old, so now it's gone away. But an active or a larger magnitude up top would definitely travel down very easily. So, we have an active fault in Utah that has been waiting for activity. They had along a different, okay, so this right here, this is the Wasatch Fault. It's overdue by about 100 years for a 7.0 or higher. They had an earthquake 2 months ago, about 2.5 months ago here in what's called the West Valley Fault, I believe. And this is where I live. You can see a little dot where I live. So this red dot is me. So this West Valley Fault is connected, actually, the seismologists think, to the Wasatch Fault. And it's connected, but obviously different as well, kind of like all faults are connected in different ways. Not all faults, but different faults. We have Idaho that has had consistent aftershock activity ever since its 6.5, which was about a month and a half ago. We have Texas that has been seeing some activity, where is it? Where am I? Every so often. We have Nevada that I was watching the other day and kind of made a watch for, and then ended up saying, I don't know, I'm watching it, but I don't think anything's gonna happen. Then the next day, there's a 6.5. I'm trying to turn this, there we go. So, in summary, we have a big earthquake here, a bigger earthquake here, bigger earthquakes over here, and all of this energy is coming into places that, coming into places like Salt Lake City, like Idaho that still is doing something, into Nevada. And not only that, Nevada is sending energy into places like Salt Lake City, Idaho, Montana, maybe into southern Canada up here. Washington has been seeing a lot of tremors. Oregon has been seeing tremors. California is doing a dead silent thing, which is kind of creepy. Let's see what this one is. That's only a 2.5. So California's been dead silent for three or 4 days now. And that's kind of creepy because usually they see about 6 a day. Even Southern California is now quiet. Creepy. Sorry. I'm eating a popsicle, and I was eating a popsicle and it's got chocolate in my throat. So, in theory, there's a lot of strange activity, seismic energy coming in. We've got unusual, Alaska usually doesn't see this kind of activity, this kind of magnitude, this seismic energy and this size of magnitude coming into Alaska. That's unusual. Then you have in Canada a bigger one, unusual. Nevada, unusual. Silence in California, unusual. Silence in Southern California, unusual. Idaho, still going on, unusual. Earthquake in Utah, and then Idaho, and then Nevada, unusual. Like, this has been active. There's been a line kind of in this area, and I wouldn't say that that's not really normal, but it's been a little more active lately. So is today is just a lot of unusual activity. I don't want to worry anybody. Of course, I have watches going on. I have a watch for, specifically Japan. That's been dead silent for a few days after having a few bigger earthquakes. It shouldn't be dead silent. Also, I'm putting Japan because there were so many bigger, deep earthquakes here the other day. Well, one was deep. The other ones weren't too deep, but there's so many bigger ones here the other day. And they went nowhere. They did not travel anywhere. I did not see them. The energy, according to the Dutch sense method, should travel places. It has not gone anywhere. Except maybe up and over and into this Bering Sea area in Alaska. So, up and over, then of course residual energy is left in Japan, maybe even Russia. It's finally showing up here, but it's been 4 days. Why did it take so long for this energy to get here? That is unusual. You will hear me use the same word over and over. Things are unusual right now. Let's check out some of these other numbers in Alaska. See what else is coming in. So 2s, 2, not too bad. Not too bad. Just kidding. Making little jokes. A 4.6. And that's a little closer. So we have some big energy coming in. And it has not come down yet. Because I don't see it. Besides this one that this was here before the Alaskan energy. So maybe Nevada is sending this energy. Because this was here before the Alaskan energy. So the Alaskan energy is new. It has not traveled downward yet. It should. It usually travels downward really fast, and you'll see it, especially in Idaho. You'll see an increase in energy in Idaho. You'll see an increase in energy in California. Or not energy, but seismic activity. You'll see when there's big energy coming in from Alaska like that, you'll see something in Texas. There's nothing in Texas. Nevada has had plenty of time for the energy to move outward, like myself and Dutch Sense have predicted. That's not doing anything. That's not going anywhere. So we have a lot of energy, and it's not traveling in the way that it should, which is unusual. I don't want to say concerning, but it's definitely unusual. If there was a recipe for something weird to happen, it would definitely be today and tomorrow. Of course, I don't want to make anybody worry, and that's probably what I'm doing anyways. But, I guess if you're watching these videos, you have a stomach for it, so. I don't know what else to say other than things are just really unusual right now. And that pretty much concludes my update for tonight. And I'll talk to you guys later. Everybody have a good night. Bye.